we were just buzzing and clicking, and it felt like such a cohesive performance, and one that we're really proud of. So, but now that's kind of in the back pocket. We still have so much more to do, and so much more ahead of us, and so we take all the positives and the things we can learn and just kind of continue to go. But I had so much fun. It was definitely a first Derby to remember.
Fantastic. I love how you've said buzzing as well within 2
buzzing,
months.
I know.
Of being in Manchester.
I'm such a Brit. Like buzzing. I started finishing off my text with an X. You know, not XO anymore.
Nice.
I know. I need to stay true to some of my Americanisms at least.
The official Manchester City podcast. Watch the full video version of this show via City Plus now.
Hello and a very warm welcome to another episode of the official Man City podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, George Kelsey, joined by my other fabulous co-host, Sam Cox. Sam, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. These intros are getting better and better for me, I think. Fabulous this week.
See what it'll be next time, I know. It's great. We've got another Sam with us today. I'm outnumbered.
Yeah, you are.
Sam Coffey, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How are you, firstly?
I'm good, yeah. Can't complain. Life is good.
Good to hear. You've been at the club a couple of months now, which seems mad that it's flown that quickly.
I know, it's crazy.
How have you found it, firstly? It's obviously been a bit of a whirlwind, but you seem to have settled in really well.
Yeah, whirlwind, but in like the best way. I think I'm just focused on taking everything like one day at a time, both on and off the pitch. But it's been amazing. I'm loving it so far. All the girls have been so welcoming and kind and making sure that I'm looked after. So I'm just really enjoying everything so far and having a lot of fun while doing it.
Brilliant. It's good to hear. We're going to mainly focus on you sort of away from the pitch and before City for the what fans might not know. But I've got to ask you firstly about Old Trafford and the result. Your performance, we thought you were outstanding.
Thank you.
And obviously the result was great as well. How was that experience in such a big game for the first time? Yeah,
I mean, you obviously like hear about Derby games. I was about to call it a rivalry game. That's like so American of me. You hear about it, the girls talk about it, but you don't really know till you're in it. And I felt like I had a vivid moment, and even walking out of the tunnel, like the corner tunnel, which is so cool, at this iconic stadium that I've grown up watching games on TV, and where it all just kind of hit me. I'm like, wow, I'm really at Old Trafford. I'm about to play the Manchester Derby. Like, what a dream come true. But it was so fun. I mean, such a great performance from the girls. Like, we were just buzzing and clicking, and it felt like such a cohesive performance, and one that we're really proud of. So, but now that's kind of in the back pocket. We still have so much more to do, and so much more ahead of us. And so we take all the positives and the things we can learn and just kind of continue to go. But I had so much fun. It was definitely a first Derby to remember.
Fantastic. I love how you've said buzzing as well within 2 months.
Buzzing, I know. I'm such a Brit. Like buzzing. I started finishing off my text with an X. You know, not XO anymore.
Nice.
I know. I need to stay true to some of my Americanisms at least.
Are there any other little bits of like English or Manchester slang that you've kind of picked up?
I mean, I don't think I've picked them up, but I'm starting to translate a little quicker in my own head. And there was a funny moment when we were at camp, this previous camp, where one of our staff members was leading a meeting, and they're from England, and used the word petrol as in reference to what we would know as a gas station, not a petrol station. And so I was like, girls, that means gas. They're like, oh, so I'm the translator for both teams, No, I can't say I've added any of the words into my vocabulary, but I definitely have to catch myself, like when I am talking with girls in the team, like using pitch instead of field, or fixture or match instead of just game. Like, there are so many American versions of these words, and I have to think twice, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Yeah.
There was a funny bit when Rebecca signed a new deal a few months ago, where we were about, like, you ready to go? And she just went, yeah, grand. And we were like, oh my god,
yeah, grand. She's one of us.
Like a year in, we're like, wow. So imagine where you'll be in 6 months'
Check back in
time.
with me in a year. I'm gonna have a full Mancunian accent, and like I'm gonna be transformed. So yeah.
Fantastic. Right, let's take it right back to the start for you when you first got into, we'll call it soccer to help you out.
It's okay. I can understand.
You met us in the middle of football. What are your earliest memories of playing football, and who with? Sort of, were you always a midfielder? All those different kind of things.
Yeah, my earliest memories playing in New York, where I grew up, are such good ones. Like, every memory I have playing as a kid, like, I'm the happiest that I was ever as a kid in my childhood. I had great childhood, great family, like so supportive. So, grew up in such a loving home. But yeah, my happiest place was just on the field playing with my friends. And I played for a bunch of different clubs growing up. Was definitely more of like an attacking player from when I was from a young age. Obviously, you know, like you kind of have positions when you're a kid, you kind of don't. Everyone just like runs around. I feel like nowadays they're like implying the number system at such a young age, and I'm like, I didn't know what a 8, 10, 6 was
scramble, wasn't it?
like not that long ago. A little, like a decent amount of time, but I was definitely more of like an attacking midfielder in club and growing up, and then even in college, and then kind of have just progressively moved back. I don't know. Should I take offense to that? Maybe. But, no, I feel like I've come most into myself as a player as I've like grown and become a 6, and I really love that. I think it is really fitting with like who I am as a person and my values, and I feel very complete in that role, and I think that that's a really cool thing to feel. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any kind of these specific memories that like shout out, but all of them are just like me with a big smile on my face, having so much fun, playing with my friends. I definitely have had a bit of a twisty turny journey in getting here. Like it has not been like route one to the top at all, which is something I really love and value about my story. So yeah, just have always loved it so much.
How much did you have to maybe adapt to maybe being moved back, as you said, as being an attacking midfielder? It's quite different, obviously, to being a defensive midfielder. So how easy did that come to you, or was that something that you really had to learn?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely parts of the 6, I would say specifically the defensive aspects of it, that didn't come as naturally. I love the aspects of it that are like you are the fulcrum and kind of like the quarterback, if you will. You can really help set tempo and rhythm and flow for the team. I didn't really become a 6 till I became a pro. So I was a collegiate 8, 10.
Right.
And then my first year with the Thorns, our coach at the time, Rian Wilkinson, who's now coaching for Wales, told me she saw me as a 6, and I was like, okay, are you sure? You know, my defending had gotten better to that point, but I just never thought of myself that way. I'd played it a bit in college, and from that moment on, I just kind of fell in love with it, and just have fallen in love with the nuances of the position, how a lot of it is like not noticed by maybe a plain eye. Like I think that that's a part of the role that I really love, is like if I'm doing my job well, hopefully I'm not being noticed, and like it's all about these little details and ways that you can kind of set up the people around you for success. So and I know that like there is no arrival point. There's always going to be more to learn, more to grow in, more to get better at. But I like I said, I think the more I am and become a 6 and grow in this role, I find that it feels like in alignment with my skill set and who I am as a person. And I think when the two kind of match, I think that that's a really cool thing. So yeah.
Definitely. Are there any players that have played in that position that maybe you studied in those initial years, or did you sort of more prefer learning on the job, as it were?
Yeah, I mean, I think, of course, like on the men's side, you know, you have someone like Rodri, love him, shout out. Or I'm a big Declan Rice fan. He's more of an 8, I guess, though. I don't know, 8,
Came
6,
6,
8. Yeah. You know, definitely, I mean, going way back, like Pirlo. There's so many different ways you can play the position. And I think for me, like being an 8/10 in college, I want to be as complete as I can. Like I want to be having that attacking mindset, but then also be able to be really strong defensively and kind of be a bit of a presence in there and a destroyer, if you will. But I don't want to be too much of one or the other. Like I think so often we categorize players into like just one or the other. Like I really want to be as well balanced and complete as I can be. But yeah, those are some players on the men's side, and then the women's side, of course, you know, you have someone like Yui, who I now get to play alongside, and hopefully can free her up to do what she does, you know, magically up the pitch. I have a lot of respect for Kira Walsh. I think she's awesome, and I've really respected and learned a lot from her game. So I mean, there's a long list of names I could give you, but those are definitely a few, and I love being able to take little bits and pieces from their games and try to apply it to mine.
It's amazing. move on. One thing we saw recently at the Spurs game actually was, or your family were there. I think they were at London City as well a few times.
Yep, and they were at the Derby too.
Were they?
Yeah, they're
nice.
just, they live with me now. No. Yeah, they were there.
Yeah. I mean, we've obviously seen, I think it was your dad, was your sister there as well?
Yeah,
maybe?
my sister was there, yeah.
Like how lovely is that you've come all the way across the world to a completely new place, new environment, and yet there's some really familiar faces watching you absolutely smash it.
Yeah. They took them a long time to come visit me in Portland, I'll tell you that much. But now I'm in Europe, and they're like, we're going to come out, we're going to come visit, we'll go here, we'll go there. Yeah. My sister ended up going up to Edinburgh afterwards.
Nice.
So it's
Great
like,
city.
we're just a launching pad for their European vacations, which I'm thrilled about. But no, to be able to share this experience with them means everything. They're my rock and support system, and we're a really close family, and just I think we all share in each other's successes so much, and the fact that we don't get a whole lot of time together, like all of us, and so the fact that we did get, even a little bit of time together in Manchester, which I'm still like, it feels surreal, like being able to have that time, especially in this place that is still new and I'm learning about, but even getting to show them the things I have discovered, whether that's restaurants or different spots or things that I've grown to love in my short time here, felt really special, and they love it. They love the city. They love the club. They're all decked out in their gear. They like are going to order more jerseys like every off chance that they get. So, but yeah, brilliant. I feel very, very grateful to have such a supportive family behind me.
Is it quite nice as well, sort of discovering and learning those new bits with them as well? So like the fact that you're not quite, you're still sort of learning bits and bobs of the city, being able to see those bits and experience them for the first time.
Oh my gosh, totally.
With them.
Yeah. And I mean, that is one thing about my family is like, they're going to get out and explore. Yeah. They're going to like go meet people. They're very outgoing. Like my parents, I'll leave them alone for a couple hours and they've made like friends with some bartender or like I know that, I don't know the name of the pub, but they're the whiskey flat or something in the Northern Quarter, but like they like applaud when they walk in now. They're like, our American friends are here. And I'm like, how? It's been like a week. Like how do you have best friends in Manchester already? Like, but helps me. I'm making connections through them. Point. So no, it's such a special thing to share with them. Just like as a family, again, on and off the field, like them getting to experience these moments with me, I think means so much because I'm far from home. It's a long way away. It's all very new and overwhelming sometimes still. So the fact that they make the effort to come and share it with me just means so much. And the way the club has welcomed them in has been so beautiful. Like they feel right at home here too. Yeah.
During that time when the move was on the cards, maybe you hadn't quite come over yet, how supportive and obviously they were excited to come and see you over here straight away. How much does that support from them kind of help you make that decision to know that making this big leap from the States to here was the right thing to do?
Oh, totally. I mean, I know that even though I am far from home, like if I needed them, in a heartbeat, that they would find a way to get here. And that means so much. But they also have known like this has been a dream of mine. Like my parents have watched me from, those moments I'm talking about as a kid to now. And they've known my ambitions and my dreams and goals, and playing in Europe has been absolutely one of them. And so the fact now that it's coming to life and I'm here and there's definitely some benefits in it for them too, whether it's exploring new cities or getting to bounce off to Spain or Edinburgh, wherever. But it's been something they've known, like I've been wanting to do for my whole life, basically. And now that I do get to be here and to do it and to share it with them, I think is just so special.
Amazing. Let's move on and talk about college football for you. I think our English listeners maybe aren't quite as aware of or sort of know how it works, because obviously it's very unique compared to what we're used to in terms of going through. So without going into massive detail, because we've got a game on Monday. Could you just very quickly give us like a bite-sized example of how it works alongside your studies? Yeah,
I mean, I think here it's like you grow up in the academy. Right? Would you say that that's fair? The academy system, like the Man City academy system or wherever. In the U.S., you play club soccer, club football, and it's not like we have a U.S. version of Man City or Arsenal or Chelsea. Like it's just not the same structure in that way. But there are just kind of like local clubs or clubs in bigger cities, and they vary in terms of level and kind of what leagues they play in and whatnot. And then by the time you hit high school, then you're starting to kind of get recruited by colleges to play for them.
Sure.
And now there are certain rules in place, I couldn't tell you what exactly they are, that do prevent colleges from going after kids too young, because there were cases of like 7th, 8th graders. So
like
I don't know
12,
how that.
13-ish?
Yeah. Like I committed to Boston
Wow.
College when I was 14.
Wow.
Yeah, I had braces, and I still slept with stuffed animals, and I was like, I'll go to this college, and I ended up transferring, and that's I have a lot of gratitude for that chapter of my career. I met so many incredible people at BC, and in many ways loved my time there. It just wasn't the right fit at the end of the day, but you see a lot of that of, I didn't know what I was doing. I was 14 years old. Why am I deciding where I'm going to college? I focused on the prom or something. It's just kind of surreal to think about that. But now there's certain rules in place that I think you have to be at a certain age before you're allowed to commit. Right. I'm pretty sure. Could be making that up. But so basically you're recruited pretty much when you start high school, and then you can verbally commit. Right. And then you obviously then sign a more formal commitment to then go play for whatever college or university you decide to go to. And there's 3 divisions. And I think there's other kind of subdivisions you can also play in. But I would say the main ones for women's soccer in the U.S. are Stanford, UNC, UCLA, Penn State's definitely up there. Yeah. I'm blanking now. I'm going to offend someone. UVA. The list goes on and on and on. There's a lot of really excellent collegiate programs. So that is the route a lot of young American players take. Now we're seeing more and more kind of go pro earlier, which I think reflects more of the model here. But I wouldn't trade my time in college for anything. I think that it was such a formative 4 years. Ended up kind of being 5 with COVID hitting right in the end of it, which was fun. But I grew so much as a player, as a person. I do not think I would be sitting in front of you if not for my time, specifically at Penn State and everything that I learned and grew in there. But I just think, regardless of football, I think just the character development and the personal growth you experience when you're in college is so irreplaceable. And I want that for everyone. You just go through hard things. You learn so much about yourself, what it means to be on a team. And so many of those skills have served me throughout my career. So that's kind of a brief overview. I don't know if you have any follow-up questions about the system. I can try to answer them. But it is incredibly different from here. And I think it's so cool to talk to the girls about going to college. They're like, were you in a frat? I'm like, that's for boys, first off. And no, I wasn't in a sorority. No. But they, I think, have this kind of conception of what it was like. And it's mostly inaccurate. It is very, very different than what they obviously experienced here. So,
I mean, it served US soccer incredibly well. So it's obviously working.
It has. And I think it's really evolving now with NIL. I don't know if you're familiar at all with the name, image, and likeness kind of dynamic that's being thrown into the collegiate just sports system in general. So it is changing a lot since I was a part of it. But again, I think those skills are invaluable, and I hope everyone can experience that and have a positive experience in that. Yeah.
And how did you juggle the soccer element and the journalism element of the studies?
I know. I think about it. I'm like, I really went to class and then went to practice. Or went to class and I had a game that night, and I'm like, I can barely go to training and go and clean my house or make dinner for myself. Man, I've gotten soft. But it was, there's just nothing like that. I got a degree and I got to, I made lifelong friends, friends that are still, I'm not that far out. Getting older, but not that far out still from college, but friends that I know I'm gonna have for the rest of my life there. And just learned and grew so much through that time. But it's definitely hard to balance, because you're, as they say, you didn't go to play school. I went to play football, but no, I did take a class and my studies very seriously in Penn State. Our program put a huge emphasis on academics and just being excellent in both and really having high standards in kind of both of those categories. And so it wasn't easy, a lot of conversations with professors and different people about our schedule, or when I'd be traveling for youth national team camps and missing class and all of it. But again, I think even those skills like really serve me well in my career today, and how to manage time and balance all these things. And I find as I grow now as a pro, like I am always looking for balance in that way too, where I got that from class before, and now I don't have class anymore, unfortunately, but some of it I miss, some of it I don't. But even just having like another outlet or another kind of balancing factor in your life, so it's not just all football all the time.
Just thinking of something different.
Before we move on to sort of the quick fire and the way we wrap up the podcast, I just wanted to ask you on that. Obviously, we've seen Jade come from Harvard this season. Have you maybe supported her in a way? Because obviously her journey, she's at the start of her journey now, which is, you've obviously shared a lot of similarities. So from your perspective, how nice is it to have someone maybe you can put an arm around and share those experiences
I mean, if
with?
anything, it's the opposite. She's putting her arm around me, but I mean, she's crushing it. But it's really cool that she understands kind of some of that and the different, like the system in the U.S. and how it works, and just how special college can be. And I think it's another, I mean, she's another amazing example of like how it can really prepare you for the professional game. And I know my program in Penn State, like I was ready because of the way they prepared me. And I'm sure Jade would say the same about Harvard, and the fact that she's come from that school and seamlessly fit in a starting position for one of the best clubs in the world. Like that's such a testament to the preparation. I mean, to Jade, of course, but also to the preparation that she received there. And I do hope that's what more and more people, I think, learn about collegiate soccer. It is so invaluable in that way. And I think, again, the landscape is changing a ton, but like I played against like Alessia Russo when she was at UNC and I was at BC, and others that I think made that. I mean, even Bunny, I don't think I played against Bunny at Tennessee, but again, I think seeing international players too experience that, like the value in the collegiate system, I think is so cool. And I know, I mean, I can't speak for all of them, but I think that they would say that it just adds a different tool to your arsenal, and
Definitely.
I think so many skills that really have served them throughout their careers. I know I can definitely say that for myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I know Bunny's spoken really highly about her college time as well, for sure. I mean, Sam, we could literally talk to you all day, but we'll go on to the quick fire round if that's okay. So you don't have to worry about your explanations here. We just want bang, 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 bang with your answers. Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah, go on, George.
Brilliant. What's the best stadium you've ever played in?
Wembley. Sorry.
Nice.
Is that the wrong answer?
No, it's like
great answer.
That's
a great
well,
answer.
you made a face. I'm like, oh shoot, I already offended someone.
No,
I mean, like obviously
like
the Etihad
will
be first.
No, it was like,
now.
Good
but
answer.
Wembley is really, it feels like a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
City fans, because we've got a really good record at Wembley, we call Wembley Etihad South.
Okay, there we go. Etihad South then. Yeah. That's what I'll call it from now on.
Good answer.
What is your go-to pre-match song? What would you like to listen to for the game?
I listen to a lot. Song?
Or artist, can be artist. Who do you go to?
I don't know the artist, but there's this old hymn I really like called Great Is Thy Faithfulness. It's like pretty well known. I really love like gospel music and old hymns, which are very calming. It's not like hype up music that I'm listening to usually before games, but I would say that's one I always listen to and I really love. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Coffee or tea?
Coffee, obviously.
Of course,
Ooh.
Oh, is that wrong?
No, you're not called Sam T, are you?
I know. No, I'm not. And you're not the first one to make that joke, George.
Shock.
So
No
not
surprise.
original. I am getting a lot of pun. Like,
Are you?
Yeah, a lot.
You missed
And,
you've got to mention.
I've had a bit of. So
am I setting you up for something?
a little bit. So in London, there's Cockney rhyming slang.
Oh.
So if you hit the post, you could say you've hit the beans on toast.
Oh.
And you
Right.
hit the would work against Spurs.
I did,
think.
yeah.
So I put in the live blog, Coffee hits the beans.
Nice.
And then before the Manchester Derby, because it was your first taste for coffee.
Okay. Those are at least like creative.
Okay, we'll take them.
Yeah, those are at least like different than the usual. What I usually hear.
Those two pass. Those
yeah,
two
yeah,
are
yeah.
okay.
I
Okay.
can manage. I can deal with those. Again, it's like I'm just setting everyone up for a pun all of the time. But I have tried tea more. Like obviously mornings, I'm not ever going to stray away from my Americano. It's just not going to happen. But come the afternoon, if I need a little pick me up, it is nice to mix in a tea in there. It's just something different. So I'm open, but I think I will remain a coffee fan for life. Yeah.
You'll be pleased to know that Sam's P45 is in the post at the moment for those puns. He'll be looking for a new role very soon. One teammate that you've clicked with straight away.
Oh my gosh.
Just City, producer role, or just across everywhere?
Yeah.
Just City.
I mean, I feel like I've connected with a lot of the girls. I think I'll say Carolyn. I have known her, obviously, like through the NBSL, and I mean, always dreaded playing against her.
It's nice to be on her team now.
Oh my God, so nice. I'm like watching her run in front of me instead of me like chasing her, and I'm like, this is lovely. But like actually getting to know her, I mean, she's just a delightful human being, and I mean, incredible player, obviously. But it's just been really nice to like actually become friends and like build a relationship from after knowing each other through the grapevine for many years, and. Yeah, I would say Carolyn.
Did she catch you out with that prank the other week? She was going around saying, "Oh, my neck hurts," and then people were pressing on it, and she was like jumping out.
No, but she's always like poking people and like messing with people. But like that's part of her charm and what people love about her, and myself included. So.
Brilliant.
And lastly, before we move on to the last section, if you weren't a footballer, what would you be? What would you like to be?
I have a lot of different answers to this. I mean, I think like the classic. Like I do love coffee. I would love to maybe have a coffee shop one day, but like maybe one that's also like a bookshop, and then maybe also like a wine bar by night. I don't know. And maybe like a cat cafe as well. Like it just does all of it. And like the health codes are gonna be crazy. But this is a really random one, and I've been saying this when I've been asked this question, and it's a really niche answer. But like the United States Postal Service is something I've always had just great admiration for, but like basically they walk around and they deliver mail, and I just think that would be really nice, like just especially if it's in a nice you guys are looking at me
if you got like a nice neighborhood,
no, like they have their little sling bag. I don't know if there's it's Royal Mail here, right? Look, I'm learning Royal Mail. But they basically have a little like sling bag, and they just walk around and they put mail in the mailbox. They have a couple conversations with people. They pet some dogs. Like I feel like a lot of close, like I know my neighborhood that I grew up in, like we love our mailman, and my dad is like constantly talking to him, and it's just like such a cute little like community thing, and very neighbor friendly, very social. Get your steps in, especially if you're somewhere nice like Hawaii or somewhere. Like I would love to be a postal woman, maybe in Hawaii. Walk around, talk to some people, pet some dogs. Doesn't sound like a bad gig.
Sounds all right.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good, that.
I'm sure I could also come up with maybe some better job, but I've always just looked at them when they're walking around. I'm like, that just seems nice.
Oh, that's a great answer. Great answer. Lovely stuff. Right, final question. This is one that was left to you by Lauren Hemps. What we do is the previous guest leaves a question for the next guest.
Yep.
And then vice versa. So we'll ask you to leave one for the next guest.
Okay.
But to start with, Lauren wants to know, who's the most famous person in your contact list?
I would probably say Alex Morgan.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Yeah. I mean, like, she's the flex. Like, I mean, it's just incredible. Was obviously lucky enough to be her teammate on the national team. But yeah, probably her. And now my question.
Yes. Yeah. So we don't know who your next guest is going to be. It could be one of your teammates, could be someone from the men's team, it could be a celebrity fan. We don't know.
But it doesn't have to be football related. It can be anything weird, as sort of random as you like, or football related as well is absolutely fine.
Like, do I hit them with like a really deep question? Like something existential? No, I won't do that. I won't do that. You guys are like, no, don't do it.
Do it.
What maybe... Do you have an irrational fear? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah,
Is that weird?
Yeah. That's a good one.
No,
I was thinking like, what's your deepest, darkest fear? But I mean, I'll set them up for an easier one. Like, is there an irrational one?
Yeah, irrational's good as well, because it's something a bit. Yeah, I don't know what mine would be.
Is that
mine would be like, when you've left the sink and the water's gone cold and you've got to put your hand in to the plug out, and you think, oh, I'm gonna put my hand in that.
Yeah, something's gonna like get you. That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's irrational though. I think
that's
maybe
all right.
yeah. George.
Mine is water. I don't like deep water
ocean
at all. Yeah, the ocean really prangs me out. But also, I'd say in particular, if it was irrational, it would be fresh water, so like rivers and stuff like that. maybe creep me out more than the sea in some ways. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's because I watched a lot of like, I don't know if you've seen like Robson Green and
No.
all those people like, like River Monsters. There's this show.
I'm like really happy of me.
I didn't know if it was,
Sam,
I didn't know
don't
if it was a
worry,
show.
you know about Robson Green.
No,
I was like,
it's
is that a really popular show?
No, I didn't know if it was a show.
Dead people? Yeah.
He's not broke the US, Sam Robson
He's not.
Green.
I know, as much as we wanted to.
Basically, he's like he's fishing.
Extreme fishing, he used to do.
Extreme
Yeah,
fishing,
okay.
but he'll like put his arm in and try and find like a catfish or
Oh,
something.
I don't like
Stuff
that.
like that.
No,
really
no.
creeps me out.
Mine, I actually don't think this is that irrational because there's a reason I have this fear, but it's crabs. Like, I hate crabs.
Very fair.
Yeah.
I think they're awful. And they're just like
It's the way they move.
the
'cause
spiders of the
yeah.
sea. I think they're so terrible. But my brother, when I was probably 4 or 5, decided to take one and put it down the back of my shirt as a kid.
God.
And it obviously pinched me. And it was like not a small one either, if I recall correctly. And so ever since then, I can't be near a crab. I hate them. I don't really eat them, but that kind of feels like justice. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, take that. But yeah, crabs are mine. Like we go to Maine together as a family every summer. And even if I see like the tiniest little ones, my parents were like, "Oh, watch out!" Like they all chirp me for it. I'm like, "It's your offspring that did this to me. Like he is the one that has instilled this fear within me." So, yeah, that's my rational fear. I would say.
I was gonna say all the lovely stuff you said about your family is now in the mud.
Yeah.
Like
no,
it's just
it is. It's my I take it all back. All of them but my brother. No.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for your time. I've really enjoyed
great.
having
Yeah,
another
thank
chat
you guys
with
for having me.
No, absolute pleasure. Hopefully, have you on again very soon.
Yes, we have lots to talk about.
We do indeed. Thanks a lot, Sam.
Cheers,
Thank
Sam.
you.
The unbeatable official Manchester City podcast. Watch the full video version of this show via City Plus now.
Got a question? Send us an email at podcast@mancity.com.